Today we're going to be talking about the cost of living in Fort Myers, Florida. Stay tuned. Hello guys, this is Manny, your pool home realtor down here in the Southwest Florida. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome and consider subscribing. Why? I put videos about pool homes, community tours, city tours. At the end of the day, what it feels to be living down here in the Southwest Florida. If you guys have any questions or any concern, hey, just give me a call. I'm gonna put over here all my information. I receive phone calls every single week about people that wanna move down here. So if you're thinking about moving, hey, just give me a call and let's chat. Hey, today we're gonna be talking about the cost of living in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm not gonna be talking about, hey, this is 10% more where you live or 15% more where you live, or the cost of living index. I interviewed 50 people, so I could bring you guys roughly what they're paying. I would try to keep everybody in the same price range, in the same household too as well, in that 335, because that's our medium price home. So that way, I could kind of bring you what they pay for light, for water, food, entertainment, and all that stuff. So hey, let's start. I'm gonna start with a little bit of stats of Fort Myers rental, and then we're gonna go and talk about those numbers. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So part of the cost of living over here in Fort Myers is the rental, the housing market. Where you're gonna be, because that's pretty much your highest expense. So we're gonna be talking about the rental market. The rental market, the single family home, all the way to condos. So single family home, you could get a home that, a private owner had it for rent. You can find it for $1,000 all the way to $15,000 a month. There's a lot of short-term rentals over here in the area. So once you reach that $3,500, you start getting into that short-term rentals. The condos, you could kind of get, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, $875, and they run all the way to $7,500. So that would be, monthly. And of course, the same thing applies with condos. Sometimes you got the short-term rentals, for example, 1 month, or hey, I'm gonna rent it for 6 months only. So that's that. Now, if you guys don't want to go with that, there's some other opportunities over here in Fort Myers. There's a lot of rental communities. What it is just, big complex of apartments. And there's 3 different apartments that you could, search. You got your luxury rentals, luxury rental communities. You got the regular rental communities, have your amenities and all that, and then you have some income restricted communities as well. Rental communities or luxury rental communities, you're looking at $1,100 for a studio, all the way to $6,500 for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or maybe like a studio too as well in a luxury environment. You could start getting 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I think they're running for $1,300 in the luxury rental communities. Then you got the regular rental communities that have a couple of amenities. You're looking at those for 1-bedroom, 1-bath, starting at $900. And it go all the way to $2,400. There may be some more expenses out there, but at least this is what I could kind of find. And then you got the income restricted communities, which those run from $798 all the way to $1,200, $1,400 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So yeah, if you're thinking about moving down here and are thinking about renting, check both of your options. Check your options with private owner that want to rent your house or your apartment or condo, and ask your agent to show you some other communities or rental communities. The good thing about some of these rental communities too as well is they have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. They have a little bit more of a leeway of kind of help you guys rent something for short term as well. And the fees are not up there too. I mean, they're higher than the regular annual rentals, but they're there. Just get with your agent, get with me if you're moving down, so I could kind of guide you through the right area. And that's pretty much it with the rental market. So if you're thinking about coming down and not buying right away, those are your options. You always could go with the private or their private rental communities as well. So let's go over there with the mortgage and electrical bill and all that, because I bet you guys want to see or know those kind of expense. Don't go. Hey guys, really quick, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share this to your family and friends, or any friends that might be thinking about moving down here. All right, thank you very much, guys. Remember, I'm Manny, your pool home realtor. All right, guys, so we're gonna be talking about now the expenses, the house expenses, including mortgages and all that. So our medium price home over here right now is $335,000 for a home. A mortgage of that home, you're looking at roughly $2,300. That would include, principal, insurance, taxes, HOA of $300. If you go in a community that HOA is higher, of course your payment will go higher. In top of that, you got to add to the CDDs. I didn't add the CDDs on this, so all the communities in Fort Myers doesn't have CDD, just some of them. But you got to be aware, and that CDD is the Community District Development. It's just like another assessment or tax that they put on it. You're paying it on your taxes. So I've seen communities as low as $900 and as high as $2,300. So let's say, for example, you live in one that pays $1,800, so that would be $150 a month extra that you got to add to your taxes per month. Electrical bill, people over here, I interview like 50 people, so the average roughly is like $200. Some of them they're paying as low as $150, and some of them they're paying as high as $350. Those are $350. They have bigger homes. They have a pool with a lot of water features like fountains and all that. So they have a couple of more extra pool pumps running. So that's pretty much it. Roughly $200 would be roughly for a 1,800 square feet home. Just in summertime, your power bill, maybe your electrical bill might go higher because of the heat outside, and your AC is going to be working harder just to maintain your house cool. So in the winter months, you don't use a lot of the AC, or the house will cool down quicker. So that may be a little bit different between power bill. For example, my house is a 1,500 square feet home. I have a pool in the back, almost 12,000 gallons. I usually, in summertime, from like May to September, May to October, I'm usually paying, 190 to 220, depending, on the hotter months, I'm gonna be in that 220, and then it will go down. And then in wintertime, I probably from like November to, I would say roughly late March, I usually are in the 120 to 140 range. All right, so let's go to the water bill now. The water bill, if you live in a community, most likely you're gonna be with city water. Out of community, like for example, there's some areas in San Carlos, they have well. So, and there's some other areas in Fort Myers that they use well water. So you don't pay that, and that range from $120, $140, $200. That's pretty much it, like being the average $140, for a household of three, paying water and sewer. Usually the sewer, you pay like $80 just for that, and then the rest of it is the usage. So the other one would be internet access. Over here, you pretty much are looking, if you work from home, you pretty much are looking at $75 all the way to $200, depending on the speed that you're looking for. And another thing too, the company, because there's a couple of companies over here that provide internet access. So if you guys want to know which one's the best, call me. I'm not gonna say it over here because they're not be endorsing them. So, but I could tell you what I use. All right, the other expense, the car insurance. Car insurance, roughly, the people are paying $180 to $400. You're gonna say, hey Manny, why the other one pay $400? They have kids that go to school, that have driver license, and they have their own car, so they pay a little bit more. One thing though too that I personally notice is some of the zip codes, the insurance are a little bit higher. So just if you have any question on that, just call your insurer and let them know, hey, I'm thinking about moving to Fort Myers. Search zip codes in Fort Myers and do a search and give them a couple of zip codes and see if they could give you a rate on that aspect. But most of the people over here, they're paying as low as 180 and as high as almost $400. Food, you know, people over here are paying roughly $500 all the way to $1,100. You know, $600 was roughly for, you know, a couple and a toddler kid. And we go above, you know, if you take food to work, you don't like to go out and eat and all that, you know, that might be increased a little bit, you know, but you got to be paying a little bit more food. But, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, I think $600, depending too where you purchase your groceries at too. For example, in one of those paid membership stores, you're looking at, you know, the gallon of milk for, I would say roughly $2.99. Yeah, $2.99 is what I'm seeing it. And you know, some other supermarkets I'm seeing that like $4.10, $4.20, $4.25. So you know, it's all depending where you purchase your food at, you know, but roughly people are spending, you know, between $600 and $1,100. Entertainment could get, you know, this is something that I like to all, you know, to ask just to see where people are at, and most of the people, you know, roughly they would say $400. There's some of them 900 and some of them like 1300. The 1300 couples, they have boat, they go boating almost every weekend. So, you know, gas, food, drinks, you know, end up adding up more into the bill. So that's something that, you know, you gotta take a look at it. If you like to go outside a lot and you know, spend money and, you know, have a good time. There's some other ways too to save money in that aspect as well. So we have that. Phone bill, you know, you could get 3 lines for $150 from some of these cellular companies. That's a, you know, you could just, you know that's pretty much it, the only thing that you're going to be paying. Daycare is really, for me, I think it's a little bit expensive, but daycare, you have 2 types. You have the aftercare. Aftercare, I've seen it from, you know, $80 to $60 a week. And regular daycare for a newborn, you're looking at 180, you know, 180 to 160, and maybe, you know, some other areas might charge you a little bit more. I know in Cape Coral, there's one that's charged like 220. So that's pretty much it, what you're looking at. The good thing about the daycare for the newborns is that, you know, when your kid turn 2, that rate go down, and we turn 3, keep on going down. So as much, you know, as your kid keep growing, that fee keep shrinking down a little bit. That's a, you know, that's a plus, and that's a week. You know, so $170 a week is a little bit hard, but you know, that's pretty much it. And unfortunately, the gas, the gallon of gas right now, so today, February 20th, we're looking at $2.60. It had been going up since the beginning of the year. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but you know, it is what it is. For 2 cars, you know, driving 20, 25 miles to work every day, you're looking at maybe $180 a month that you're spending. So nothing, that's pretty much it, what I could gather. You know, as I tell you, I call like 50 of my friend and past clients just to get this information, and I could give this information to you guys. You know, that way you could kind of have an estimate roughly how much you guys gotta make or need to make before moving down here, and see if, you know, this would go into par with your lifestyle. So nothing, hey, thank you very much for being watching my video. Hit that thumbs up, hit subscribe, and nothing, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.